Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a very specific piece of hardware you sent over. It's the NTI UNIMUX-USBV-2R switch.
Right.
And for anyone who doesn't know, a KVM switch lets you control multiple computers from one setup. One keyboard, one mouse, one monitor.
Exactly. And this one it's a bit of a paradox.
How so?
Well, it only has two physical ports, but it's designed to let a single user control up to 32 different USB computers.
32, from two ports.
Yeah, it's not about saving a little desk space. It's for serious infrastructure. And, when you see the current price, around $595, it starts to make sense. You're paying for stability.
Okay, let's unpack that. $595 for a two-port switch. That sounds a little steep on the surface, so what's under the hood that justifies it?
It's all about these dedicated internal microprocessors. That's the secret sauce.
And what do they do?
What's really fascinating here is that they're not just switching signals. They are constantly emulating a keyboard and mouse for every single attached computer.
Every single one. All the time.
100% of the time. This is so critical because, if a computer boots up and doesn't see a keyboard or mouse, it'll often just hang or throw an error.
Ah, so this prevents that. It guarantees a clean boot across all 32 systems, even if you're not actively using them?
Precisely. It's all about failure prevention. And they even have this patented true auto boot feature. You can fire up all your attached PCs, Macs, even old SUN systems all at the same time. No conflicts.
That's incredible. And that ability to handle so many different systems, it leads us to the compatibility, which is where things get really interesting for me.
Oh, yeah. The list is just massive. It's like a museum of computing.
It really is. I mean, it supports everything from, Windows 2000,
Yeah.
all the way through Windows 10, all the server versions.
And not just Windows. You've got Solaris, Linux, FreeBSD, even Amici OS 9 and 10.
It's hard enough getting two modern systems to play nice, let alone that entire spectrum.
And it gets even more specialized. We're talking dedicated support for specific SEN computers.
Yeah.
Like the T1000 or the V210, and for older Macs like the G4, G5, and Xserve.
Wow.
It even supports the MAC soft power on from the keyboard. And it can emulate those weird extra SUN keys on a standard Windows keyboard, so you don't lose functionality.
So they've really thought about the edge cases. And what about even older stuff? I saw a note about PS2.
You can still connect legacy PS2 or older SUN computers. You just need a little USB adapter. It's basically bridging, decades of computer architecture in one box.
That's amazing. Okay, so with all that different hardware, what about the physical performance, the video signal, for instance?
Signal integrity is solid. The switch can deliver a really crisp video resolution up to 2048 by 1936. You just need a good multi-scan VGA monitor that can handle all the different signals coming from those systems.
And for connectivity, you've got two direct USB ports, but you can expand that with a hub, right?
Yeah, you can get up to 8 USB devices running through it if you use hubs. And thankfully, the keyboard and mouse are hot pluggable, so you can swap them out without rebooting anything.
A lifesaver in a server room.
Absolutely. And speaking of reliability, the specs are just, they're built for uptime. The mean time between failures, the MTBF, is over 73,000 hours.
Which is what, in real terms?
It's over 8 years of continuous, non-stop operation without a failure. And it only pulls about 5 watts of power. Plus, it's TAA compliant, which is a must-have for any U.S. government contracts.
So when we put this all together, what's the big picture? This deep dive shows it's so much more than a simple switch.
It really is. It's a highly specialized command and control tool. It's designed for extreme efficiency and, I think, for preserving access to different generations of technology.
Guaranteeing stability across dozens of systems at once.
Right. And that raises a really important question for me. When you think about the sheer complexity of making hardware that can talk to, say, a legacy SEN machine and a modern Windows 10 PC perfectly at the same time, does that price tag suddenly seem low?
You're paying for the engineering that guarantees zero error stability.
Exactly. And it leaves you with this final thought to consider. Given all this multi-platform support, just how much of our critical historical computing infrastructure is being kept alive and accessible today by a single specialized little box like this one?